meet the two teams, beginning with Arsenal. John Lukic in goal. Number 2, Lee Dixon. 3, Nigel Winterburn. 4 is Michael Thomas. 5, Steve Bold. 6, Tony Adams, the captain. 7, David Rocastle. Number 8 is Kevin Richardson. 9, Alan Smith, needing 1 for his 100 league goals. 10, Paul Merson. And 11, Brian Marwood, with the substitutes Martin Hayes and David O'Leary. Good news for Liverpool is that Steve Nicholls recovered from a rib injury. John Barnes also returns, but Ian Rush is still out injured. Their team then: Mike Hooper in goal. Number 2, Gary Ablett. Number 3 is Steve Staunton. Barry Venison not playing today. 4 is Steve Nicol. 5, Ronnie Whelan. 6, Nigel Spackman. 7 is Peter Beardsley. 8, John Alden. 9, Ray Houghton. Number 10 is John Barnes, who returns after a hamstring injury, kept him out for 4 games. And 11 is Steve McMahon, with the substitutes David Burrows and Alex Watson. The referee is Vic Callow from Solihull, waiting to get this important First Division game underway. Liverpool in their change strip of silver blue, attacking the goal to our left. Now, what sort of Liverpool are we going to see today? The one that beat Arsenal so brilliantly 11 days ago at Villa Park, or the one that in many terms capitulated against West Ham, an excellent West Ham performance on Wednesday night. Arsenal have lost their last 2 games. The Littlewoods Cup replay against Liverpool and against Derby County at the baseball ground last weekend. And Liverpool with a draw at home against Wimbledon last weekend, and then that West Ham defeat, both looking now to get back on the road again. And Arsenal, as we've said, with that great incentive that if they do win here today, they go ahead of Norwich City at the top on goal difference. The 5th time they've met this season. The Mercantile credit Arsenal 1-2-1, then those 2 drawn games in the Littlewoods Cup, and then Liverpool going through at the 3rd attempt. Well, here's Beardsley to Houghton, to Aldridge. The foul there on Ray Houghton by Tony Adams, and a free kick to Liverpool. As though it might be Houghton who might just lift it in towards Aldridge. Nicholls up there from the back. John Barnes in there as well. Spackman also coming up quickly. And it's Spackman on the far side, getting the header in. And Michael Thomas had come back with him, but Spackman lost him, and it needed a challenge from Lee Dixon, who seems to have injured his elbow. Dixon. Merson. 20-year-old, stopped by the 19-year-old Staunton. McMahon playing them into trouble. Smith with a turn well wide. Not a real chance there for Alan Smith. Scorer of 14 goals this season, Mr. Dalglish, looking on phlegmatically. Bolds up from the back, so too is Adams. Smith, another 6-footer in there. And they're all leading the way, and it was Smith who got there first. With his 14 goals this season, Arsenal's leading goal scorer, but he hasn't scored in the last 5 and failed to reach the net in any of those matches against Liverpool. And as you can see, 99 league goals. Looking for the 100th today, a landmark reached by Tony Cottee yesterday. Dixon losing that under pressure from Aldridge. Crossed in, and Houghton almost on the end of it. And Arsenal's defence looking at each other, but it was Dixon's error in the first place, and Barnes again at the centre of things for Liverpool. Devastating little cross in there, and Aldridge couldn't quite reach it. Dixon. Smith. Smith again. Merson. So little space there, as you can see. Then Merson, oh, and it falls now for Winterburn. It was a little back heel there by Ray Houghton that very nearly opened up the way for Nigel Winterburn. Merson playing it across there. And Houghton tried desperately to play it one way. All he succeeded in doing was hitting it straight to Winterburn, who may indeed have had a bit more time than he allowed himself. Good shot there of all the new Arsenal boxes behind Mike Cooper's goal, the old clock end. Rocastle. Merson. Oh, and over the top from Smith. That was a chance. Had to be taken quickly, it's true. But a man who was scoring goals almost as easily as he could write his name earlier on in the season, just things aren't going his way at the moment for Alan Smith. Certainly had to take it quickly, Trevor.
Yes, he was stressing for the ball there, and difficult chance, very, very difficult chance.
Aldrich. Against the post. Arsenal breathe again. And Liverpool so close to snapping out of defence to getting that very important first goal. Good run here by Aldrich. A well-struck shot by a player who loves to play against Arsenal. He scored in both the league games last season and, of course, got the winner in that Littlewoods Cup replay 11 days ago. There's only Merson at the near post to aim for. It's a deep one again towards Steve Bold. This is Thomas. Good play there by Thomas, wrong-footing the ball. Adams right in there. And somehow Liverpool kept that out. Marwood crossing it again. Adams that time with a header, but straight into the arms of Hooper. Whelan towards Bold. Barnes touching it now for Peter Beardsley. Aldridge waiting in the middle. Played back for John Barnes, just wide. Well, things seem to be happening for Liverpool down that left flank, even though Barnes himself wasn't involved until right at the end there. Peter Beardsley had a lot to do with it. And carved it back there for Barnes, hitting it first time wide of the post. Whelan shouting for it, getting it, playing it forward here for Aldridge. A touch by him for Barnes. McMahon wants to join in the attack, but this is a lovely ball, and there's spaces here now for Beardsley to exploit. Turning ball one way or the other. The chip is magnificent and just flicked away there. Eli Lukic got a touch. In fact, Aldridge on the far side turned it back into the side netting. It'll be a goal kick. What skillful work again by Peter Beardsley. Dancing around those defenders. A little chip. That's something to chip a man of 6'4". And it's a goal kick for Arsenal. Staunton, Adams, Whelan, very positive, getting in first, and look who's galloping away down that far side again, Beardsley. Houghton playing it in towards Aldrich. And suddenly Spackman appears, but it's wide of the goal. Just over 10 minutes to go to half-time. And still 0-0. Smith. Challenge of McMahon, determined to try and get that ball out to Brian Marwood. It's with Winterburn, played inside now for Richardson, and then Thomas, Merson, Richardson, Smith again, Rocastle shots! That must have moved a lot in the air because Hooper moved, didn't actually get his hand to it, it seemed, but it cannoned off his chest. Fiercely struck there by David Rocastle. Oh, the deflection was from Nicol. half-time whistle. As Phil Francis said, a really entertaining first half with plenty of good goal-mouth incident. But nobody better on the field so far than Peter Beardsley of Liverpool. But at half-time here at Highbury, Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0.
Overall impressions of the first half, Bruce?
Well, they both created 3 chances each. We've slightly had the better chances, although John Lukic hasn't made the save yet. John Holgis has hit the crossbar and he's been put through by Ray Houghton, and then Mike Cooper made a marvellous save from David Rosecastle, a shot which deflected off one of our players. So we've had the even number of chances.
That was a fine effort from John Aldridge. You think he might have been a bit disappointed not to go an inch the other way?
Well, not necessarily, really, because John Lukic has come into an area, he done his angles right, and the ball unfortunately hit the upright and the crossbar.
And Mike Cooper, who's keeping you out of the side, he reacted splendidly, because that shot got quite a deflection, didn't it?
Yes, he'd already committed himself. He's finished and he just threw his left arm out and he produced a magnificent save, really.
On a personal level, how frustrating is it for you, Bruce, not being able to play?
Not frustrating. I'm enjoying a nice card game here at Highbury.
Every now for the start of the second half, 0-0. Hello, the referee from Solihull gets us underway. And with Arsenal win tonight, they go top of the First Division. Aldridge. And Michael Thomas. Going Aldridge. I'm not sure whether referee Callow wants to take a bit of action. In fact, it's with Tony Adams. A sharp word, a free kick to be taken by Whelan. There's so much about each other, these two sides now, that you feel it'll take a little bit of magic to separate them. Well, in fairness, both sides, as Bruce Grobbelaar was saying, have made good chances. Here's Barnes skipping his way through, Staunton on the far side. Barnes with a shot! And at last the chance has been accepted and Liverpool are in the lead. Reminiscent really of his goal at Anfield in the first of those Littlewood Cup games, in that same sort of channel, skipping past one challenge after another. Staunton came in on the left and looked for a moment as though he might get the shot, but Barnes in fact puts it across Lukic's body and Liverpool in the lead. And now from our camera inside the goal, and the ball in there now to join it. From the other side of the pitch now, this is the John Barnes goal. Slipping one challenge after another. There's Staunton, number 3, but Barnes decides that he'll take it into his own hands, and there's the goal. And the first league goal of the season could be such an important one. As you say, without the likes of Gillespie and Hansen, but they still remain probably in the First Division the most difficult defence, don't you think?
Yes, I think the players who have come in have done an excellent job. They are good players, because if they weren't, I'm sure Kenny Dalglish would have gone out and bought replacements.
Winterburn. Yes, the flag is up. Well, the flag was up, then it went down, the referee allowed it to go on, and what now? A corner given, I think, to Arsenal. Yes, indeed it is. So the North Bank behind Mike Hooper's goal. In good voice now, the ball coming off. Well, it didn't appear, unless we stopped the slow motion early, actually to go beyond the line. Harwood. Beardsley, Nicol, he's given it away to Thomas. It's an interesting shot, and well gathered by Hooper. Curling beautifully there from Michael Thomas. Hold. Spackman's header. McMahon. Carefully finding Beardsley. Goal kick. seeking to get away and just touched behind. In fact, Hooper, yes, the referee's pointing to the corner flag. Hooper flung himself at that. Excellent piece of work by Brian Marwood, providing Arsenal with the corner. Hooper just getting that touch to it, as you could see. Oh, look at the space they've allowed Houghton to run away from them there. Beardsley, Barnes waiting at the far side. Beardsley, Houghton shot, and it's wide. And defensively, Arsenal were well caught out there, Trevor Francis.
Yes, it's players like Houghton and Barnes and Beardsley there, making all sorts of runs and playing with this little bit of fantasy here. Great play there by Beardsley.
Barnes. Beardsley. Aldridge is up. Houghton's joining him, but it's all Beardsley at the moment. Tried to turn that back for Houghton, but only hit Adams with it. And Arsenal bringing away from deep with Winterburn. Now Marwood. Winterburn to Smith. Thomas. Look at the space there for Merson. And the shot from Rocastle goes wide. This is wildly exciting now.
Certainly end-to-end stuff. Peter Beardsley was through there, and then David Rocastle at the other end.
Barnes. Beardsley. He's running the show. And he's found Aldridge. Houghton. They ripped Arsenal apart there. And none more so than Peter Beardsley. And no wonder the goalkeeper's got plenty to complain about. There he goes again, Trevor. Slotted into the centre of the back has been remarkable, and there's a remarkable ball now for Barnes. Well saved by Lukic. Terrific work by Ablett. And he's got to be one of the bonuses of the season for Liverpool. The way he's, with all those injuries, has slotted in with such composure as a central defender. What a great run out and a fine ball to Barnes. And now Rocastle on the far side. Stopped brilliantly by Hooper. He puffs out his cheeks. We're all doing that at the moment, as one chance follows quickly after another. Bold with a header. Beardsley with the touch. Staunton to Barnes. No, for once Barnes' concentration was lacking. He slaps his thigh in a nice. For all their professionalism, you know that Liverpool would be so happy with the cushion of a second goal, as Arsenal come at them again with Marwood crossed in. That time Ablett's there. Adams. Richardson. Adams again. Rocastle stopped by Barnes. Smith. Merson. Richardson again. It'll come for Dixon. Real nip and tuck. Rocastle playing it in. Smith getting in there. Arsenal level. An untidy goal that Liverpool will curse they've conceded. Was there to finish it off and score his 100th league goal of his career. His first goal in 5 games, and it comes to the saviour of Arsenal. Off the post and finished off by Smith. Beardsley, stopped by Winterburn. crisp challenging, exciting running now as Beardsley takes it up. There's his shot over the top. About 11 minutes of the game left. 1-1. Nicol. Thomas, almost arrogant kick to the outside of the boot there to Marwood. 2 on him. And Whelan gets it to Houghton. Turns it inside, gives it to Marwood again. What a mistake that was by Houghton. And so, unlike Liverpool, to give the ball away so clearly in such a dangerous area. Certainly been great value today. Aldridge chasing this. And might win the battle, no. Claims he was held back. The referee agrees, and Liverpool have a free kick right on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Beardsley might want a bit of this, but I fancy John Barnes will get the nod. Totally appropriate for Liverpool that he's back in the side, because he can be so devastating now from just this sort of free kick. Plenty in the wall. Lukic will want a good sight of it. Is this going to be the decisive moment? Barnes clipping it against the crossbar and over. A little slap of annoyance, but it was a splendid free kick for all that. Clearing the wall, the dummy run made by Whelan. There's the little chip. Smith didn't quite get a touch to it. Off the top of the crossbar. Barnes. And again it's Barnes. And again. Well, the only one who could stop him was Lukic. It's with Dixon. Smith trying to get onto it. Nicol getting it away, or rather Spackman in there getting it away. Well, I think there was a handball there by Adams, yeah. Drama there right at the finish, but certainly got the impression. And what a perfect... Looked like a perfect knock that Tony Adams got in the face from the goalkeeper for his pains as well.
I think Frank Bruno would have been pleased with that punch.
Exactly, but perfectly illustrating that it was a handball. Aldridge chasing this, Lukic there. Beardsley. Quick little look up. Barnes is alongside him. Beardsley. Aldridge is there with the header. Oh, he'll be furious with himself for that. Look, that picture tells it all. He knows that was a bad miss indeed, and the match could have been grabbed at the very last. Good work again by Beardsley. A perfect cross. Aldridge could almost mark his spot, but over the top it went. Trevor?
Well, yes, I think John Aldridge will be disappointed with that. He had the option of either putting it inside to Ray Houghton or trying to score himself. And really, he should have scored there.
Merson away. Rocastle. Time added on, and it will surely be the last chance now for this game to be won. Hayes with the corner, and all the big men are up by Arsenal, but the littlest of the lot from Liverpool, Peter Beardsley, gets it away with a header. course, battling and winning. Barnes coming back to support him. Only Aldridge is up. The final whistle. Two great teams have provided entertainment here today, and no mistake. Arsenal lose out on the chance to go top. Norwich is still there, but both sides putting behind them recent defeats. And John Barnes named the man of the match. It was he who put Liverpool into the lead right at the start of the second half. Alan Smith getting the equaliser for Arsenal. Final score, Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1.